tour. So we're in Charlottesville, Virginia. We were at the Doyle Hotel in Charlottesville, and we got the king size standard room. We're only here for one night, and so this was kind of a very impromptu trip, and so we were just trying to look for something that was near the Sake Brewery Company. So I will turn you guys around. We can do this tour. This room, actually I don't mind the room except for one small thing that I'll talk about. Actually two things. So this is the king bed. So probably what you're hearing is the AC unit, and that's a little annoying, but we'll get to it. But you have a full closet with plenty of space to store your stuff. So you got hangers, you got a safe, you got some drawers. I don't think they have anything in them. Is this a steamer? Oh, that's a steamer. That's kind of convenient. And then just more storage space. Then you have some weird seats, I guess, if you wanted to sit or prop your feet against something. Now this is kind of nice. I like this. It's a little dedicated mini, well, I don't know what to call it, a mini bar, but you got a refrigerator. And what is in here? Oh, just extra space. And then you got a Keurig, and coffee pods are there, some mugs, and some tea Keurig cups, some creamer. You got your ice bucket, which is actually nice, and then you got cups. You got a little stool, a sit-down area, table, chair, another little sit-down area, chair. Some very minimalistic art. Then you got kind of like a retro-y type of clock. Nightstand, king bed, some art, some more interesting art. And this is your bathroom. So you got a mirror, and it's actually kind of a nice and basic and clean bathroom. Toilet, towels, hair dryer in there, extra toilet paper, towels, floor mat, soap, and so this is not closed, but it's fine. Little step in, you got shampoo, body wash, and conditioner. So if you forget yours, you are covered, and shower head. So, like I mentioned, we are staying here one night. I didn't show you the view. So, it's a very basic view of Charlottesville. You're in the city. I think this is kind of like near the college and the courthouse. I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on that. I really have no idea where we are right now in respect, but that's your view. I will just go over like the booking process that was a little bit weird for us. So when my husband, he booked this yesterday, Friday afternoon, for a check-in on Saturday. And I got the text messages, but my husband, even though he put himself as the primary, put his phone number, email, he got nothing. And like the only way that we knew that we booked was because that I was getting the text messages. So I checked in to the reservation and stuff like that, and even though it said please include the ID of who booked it, it still let it through. And when my husband called the phone number, you could tell it was like a call center, and she's like, well, we have you in the system and you should be fine. And it was fine. We had a little hiccup with checking in. Apparently it had our reservation as being paused, so it wasn't letting us. And that's the other thing about this hotel. There's no hotel keys. There's no dedicated front staff, even though there was like a lady that was like there to say hello to us, and she helped us with the valet parking. Valet parking is $25, and They're apparently like on the website that says there's parking in front, but there is no parking in front. There's like a Market Street cafe or building, and they pretty much have everywhere posted that they will tow you if you're not staying there. So we opted for valet parking. Um, so a little bit of confusion with the check-in process and stuff, but we'll see how everything is tomorrow. The AC is kind of hummy, and already there's a lot of noises. When I was stuck outside, a couple came out and they're like, yeah, it's been a weird kind of experience too. So I don't know. I think taking away human customer service sometimes is a little detrimental. So we'll see how the overall experience is. Hey guys, so we are going to be checking out of here shortly. And you know, we did have a little bit of hiccups at check-in. The AC noise ended up not being an issue. I guess maybe once it got started, it was fine. Didn't hear anything. It was actually by far one of the more comfortable hotel beds I've ever slept on. It was nice. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Um, you know, and we went to two of the restaurants. We had breakfast just now at the cafe. And then we also went, well, I guess it's not really a restaurant, but we went to the Speakeasy last night. And, you know, the Speakeasy is more of a drinking place. There is something going on outside, so hopefully you can't hear it. But we had dessert, and the dessert was phenomenal. It was like cheesecake with like a Biscoff crust. It was very good. Our drinks were very good. I enjoyed mine. My husband enjoyed his. And you know, it was just a nice little ambience. And the cafe, I have to say, like some damn good eggs. Like they're just like scrambled, but they were so good. And the only other thing positive I want to say is that, like, even though there isn't like a traditional like staff, there is like at least one person on like call, or not on call, but someone that's kind of around, and then there's valet. And so with the guy that last night, we ended up talking to him for about, oh, I don't know. He was so sweet. I think his name was John. I can't remember, but he was just phenomenal, just amazing. And it was just a really good conversation that we had last night with him. And yeah, so not a traditional front desk staff, but there is usually one person. I don't know if after a certain time that there's like no one. It seemed like they really were honing on 11 p.m., so maybe there's no one here overnight, but I'm not entirely sure about that. But it seems like a really chill place. You know, they have like, I kind of like the decor. I think it's very, like, I think they live in a boutique hotel, and that kind of has that vibe to it. Like I said, the bed, like really comfortable. The Keurig coffee was not good. That was probably like the only the only negative. Also, our check-in experience was a little bit odd, but for the most part, it wasn't a bad stay. Would I stay here again? Yeah, it's not a bad option. You know, just depend on pricing and such. But you're in Charlottesville. There's plenty of restaurants nearby. If we had wanted to walk to the sake brewery, we could have, but it was so humid last night. And so yeah, so I think that's it. I can't think of anything else to talk about. It seems like there is ballrooms, you know, and like I think someone was like prepping for something. I don't know. So maybe they host weddings and such like that. So anyways, I will conclude this by, it was a good stay. Talk to you guys later. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog.